Hey, it's Kimberlee and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I make videos on all things lifestyle on a budget, and today I'm really excited for this video. Right at the forefront is the unjust police brutality on members of my Black community, and I wanted to ask myself, who am I and how am I using my voice and my platform for change? What I had to remember about myself is not everyone sees what I see. That's not a reason for me to not feel like I don't have a voice. What I see on my timeline is a lot of people speaking up and speaking out, offering hope, offering, methods of change, etc. And at one point I thought like, well, okay, I'm seeing all of this, so, do I have a space to actually be spreading this information as well? Or will people just feel like they're already hearing this over and over again? People might be out there looking for resources and don't know where to turn to, so why not use my platform and my influence to at least help one person? I've gone through a range of emotions. The first couple of days I just was overwhelmed by all the things that I was seeing and the constant videos. I mean, I am appreciative of social media. Now we see the things that are going on in our community. You got to get uncomfortable before you can get comfortable, and the time is now. Resources are out there, podcasts, books to read, movies to watch, TV shows. Everything is out there, social media, people to follow, etc. All that information is now at our fingertips. And if you haven't seen it, I'm so glad you're viewing this video, so we have another outlet for you to turn to. I looked around my space for all the products that I have, all the things that I use, and how many of them were Black owned. And there are a few which made me really happy, and those are the brands that I'm going to be highlighting today. Say their names: George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Tony McDade, and many others. I think it'd be easiest to go through this in like categories, and we all know when we get to hair care there are a lot of Black owned brands, so I'm gonna save that for a little bit later because I could literally laundry list so many. But I have here just a couple of brands. I'm not saying that these are the only brands you should be trying out. I'm saying that here's a few that I have right at my fingertips that I regularly use that are Black owned, and I'm happy to share them with you guys. All of the brands that I'm also going to be suggesting today are cruelty free and or vegan, because that is my lifestyle that I lead, and I also lead a budget lifestyle. So the first thing that I want to highlight is sunscreen, sun protection. We're in the warmer weathers right now, and this brand is Black owned and it's called Blackgirl Sunscreen. Here it is right here, and this is an SPF 30. So the main issue that I usually have with sunscreen and people that have darker skin tones is that it ends up having a white cast and looks ashy on the skin. And just for those people that are watching that are not Black, this doesn't mean that this sunscreen is not for you. This sunscreen is for everyone, and it has a focus on the fact that it is an ultra sheer and it has no white residue, which is something that is very important to our skin tones. There's another brand that's called Unsun skincare that is also a Black owned sunscreen company. Moving on to makeup, the Mented Cosmetics is a Black owned brand. I bought from them, this is like years old, which kind of makes you wonder, like, should I be having these lip colors too long? But my lips are okay. So I got 3 nudes with them. They have quite the spectrum of colors, and I love that. And today I'm actually wearing the Dope Taupe, which is a little bit of a darker color. This is the nude La La that I have, and I wear this with everything, and usually toss on the Fenty Gloss Bomb, which I have on my lips as well. So I do my nude, and then I put a gloss on top, and that's like the look that I have. And speaking of Fenty, Fenty is owned by Rihanna. I want to say Rihanna, and I know that the pronunciation is supposed to be Rihanna, so ignore me. Fenty Beauty, we all know who she is. She really created like a tidal wave, I feel like, in the industry, and as if it was nothing. Like, it was like, this is what it always should have been. So I have a lot of her products because I love it and I love supporting her. Some of my favorites are her Stunna lip paints. This is another, again, I think I love nude lipsticks. If you don't see the Mented Nude La La on me, you almost always see this one. This is in the color Uncuffed, and I absolutely love it. I also just got her blush, the new one that came out. I got the purple looking one. I forget what the color is called. Highly recommend. Another brand that's makeup that I don't personally have in my possession is because, if you don't realize, again, like I said, budget lifestyle and like minimal lifestyle, so I don't have that many things. And I thought about making this video a little later and I would buy the products, and I thought like, well, why do I buy what I currently don't need? What I do want to highlight is Beauty Bakerie. The brand is Black owned by Cashmere, who, if you don't follow her, please follow her. She is always speaking out. We need more people that just literally just speak out, speak what they feel, talk about injustices, and push towards making a difference. So many shades of their foundation. They're really known for their lip colors as well. I made a list a couple years ago of Black owned brands that were cruelty free and vegan. Oh, also Beauty Bakerie is vegan. So let's move on to hair care, because I have a lot, and that makes me so excited. To know that I feel like I have so many names that I want to list is amazing. First one up is Melanin Haircare. This is from our fellow YouTuber Natural85. The reason why I'm highlighting this one first is because this is within the YouTube community. Dare I say she is like a pioneer of the natural hair community that was on YouTube. So of course, like when her stuff came out, I wanted to throw my support. She's got oil blend, she's got a multi-use conditioner that can be used for like deep condition, leave-in, etc. I have the long-lasting definition twisting cream, and you can see I'm like making my way through it. So first up, definitely Melanin Hair Care. On the drugstore level, which is Camille Rose and also Jane Carter Solution. I love these brands. These brands are the first brands that I always recommend when people ask me, like they've just started transitioning to being natural and they don't know where to turn to, but they want something affordable with good ingredients, etc. I always say like Jane Carter Solution or Camille Rose, like right away. Both are Black owned, sold in Target, sold in Walmart, etc. Very affordable. I absolutely love it. This is the current one that I'm using now, which is the Untangle Me Weightless Leave-In. My hair is thick. We need help with untangling. I love this. Another brand that I have in here that has been around for a while too is TGIN. If you saw my video on itchy scalp and how to relieve that, a fellow YouTuber suggested this tea tree and olive oil, and I love this. Also, there's Taraji P Henson's TPH by Taraji. So I did a huge video on this a while ago when I literally heard that she was coming out with a brand, and I love Taraji. She's an amazing actress. She's really speaking up about mental health in the Black community and really trying to make change in that. I believe she has a new foundation out and program with that as well. So I wanted to support her with her hair care line that was coming out. And by the way, she is giving us YouTubers a run for their money. She is always on Instagram like doing these tutorials, and I'm like, girl, I'll take tips from her too now. Like, she is in there, and I love that because she's using her own products. Other honorable mentions that I could laundry list off: Pattern Beauty, that's owned by Tracee Ellis Ross. Taliah Waajid is another natural hair care line. Mielle Organics, which I've never used, but again, I've seen many great things. I don't have a skincare recommendation right now because of the fact that I am only using like one brand right now of skincare, or two. I'm using the Inculus and the Ordinary. But if you have recommendations for Black owned skincare brands, comment that down below for sure. I had a feeling that as soon as I stopped filming, I would find more things. So these are the satin line caps from Eleyae, I believe. Satin line, they are perfect so that your hair doesn't get snagged or tugged at while you're wearing a cap. So I love these. I have one in black and I have one in gray. I've had these for years. Here's the brand right here, Eleyae. And then there's another brand called Protect Your Mane. Found them on Instagram a couple years back when I wanted to give some Christmas gifts to my family, and they are knit caps that have like the satin line as well on the inside. A little bit on the small business side, I would highly recommend looking into Etsy. I just got a face mask on Etsy that should be coming soon from a Black owned business that's right at the grassroots. That's ways for me to show my support as well within my community. If you're seeing this and you're like, great, that that's money, but like not everybody has money. For Black YouTubers, the simplest way that you can help them out is by watching their videos. Just simply like watching the video all the way through, or watching the commercials, or not skipping. And it doesn't involve you having to use money that you may currently not have. Other ways that don't involve money is signing petitions for justice. Make sure that it's a reputable website, and then you're putting your information down there. So signing the petitions do matter. Also, sending emails out, sending emails to representatives to say that you are unhappy with what you've just seen, or the police brutality. There's email templates that are out there. There's resources online. There's like Google document lists. The information is at our fingertips, and you have options. Like I said, you can use your money towards supporting Black owned businesses. You can donate to Black organizations. I donated to a bail relief fund for protesters. You can do Black Lives Matter. You can be out there yourself, like your physical presence protesting. When you see racism happening, or you hear it and it's in your vicinity, you can stop it within your own friend circle, your family. That's how you stop it. You stop it right where you are at and then build out. So you can start at the top, or you can start right where you are and go from there. speak out on the injustices that you see. So I think that's everything that I have. These are just a few brands that I have in my possession that are Black owned that I continue to seek out and support. Again, there are many, many, many brands, many that I didn't mention, many that I'm not going to be able to have postings right here on the screen, but you can comment those down below so that if someone comes across this video and doesn't know how to help but wants to help, they can have options. There's not one way, there's many ways, and isn't that a blessing? There's many ways that you can help make change. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.